There is absolutely nothing finer than a man that loves Jesus. Like, if you want to get my attention, if you want to raise me up, talk Jesus with me. Like a genuine conversation, a deep conversation about the Lord, I will fall in love with you right there on the spot. Like, I literally promise.
Praise the Lord. Now, is this woman lying right here? Is this a skit? I'm not sure. But I will say, if we're going to believe some of the negative things that women say on TikTok, then we have to somewhat believe the positive that women say on here. And I will say, if a woman is deep in religion, I think she has less of a chance of doing you dirty. Not the casual goer, but I'm talking about a woman that's really engrossed into a religion. This doesn't apply to everyone, but most couples that I know that are engrossed in a religion like Muslim or Christianity are still together. And before somebody says out there that they have an aunt or uncle or somebody that I know that did go to church and they got divorced and marriages like in shambles and things like that, yes, I know that is with a lot of people. I just think that maybe increases your odds just a little bit more, just because the same way I don't like outside influences influencing my relationship. I think when you are in a religion, hopefully a positive one, that you have outside influence from other people, other members, other couples to kind of help keep you guys together. The same way, if you're out in the world, there will be people that are single trying to pull you guys apart. Just saying.
Happened to men being the pursuers.
Y'all asked for the sequel, so here it is. Why Men Aren't Pursuing Women, Part 2.
But women are the prize because women, they got a pussy, you know what I mean? Pussy makes the world go round.
A compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman. Now that's something.
I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my ass at a bar with my friends. So
Hate the attention, but then when I feel unattractive and I don't get the attention, it's like, I don't love that either.
so men are down here and women are up here.
Okay, so are women equal to men or are women superior to men?
Superior.
Okay. When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
Ladies, if he says he's got no hoes, that means nobody wants him, so you shouldn't either.
Men think that they are the shit. Why do men think that they have to take money, or why do men think that women have to do cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, and all they do is go to work?
We control the world.
Okay. So if women control the world, why do so many people think it's a man's world?
How likely are women willing to accept men for just the way they are?
Not very likely. We want things, and we're not going to tell you what we want.
Why would you do that?
Because for the sake of being complicated.
So like, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone and I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll like put my makeup on, do my hair better than normal.
50% of adults in the United States are single. I wonder why that is.
There are a lot of cool men out here. I love the president. Let's give it up for the brothers. There's a lot of cool men out here. For the men out here. I love the president's speech saying you're looking at a feminist. What can men do leaving here? Be better. Be better at everything.
Men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
City boy, city boy.
Got him.
We fucking go. That's why it's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thanks for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. If you are new here, watch 5 to 10 minutes of the video, and if you like it, but you can't watch the whole thing, give me a like, come back, and if you really like some of my other videos, give me a subscribe. I reached my goal of 550, no, not 550, 450, but yeah, I'm trying to get to 550, but my next goal is 500. So I've finally got like a nice little pace right there, so I like that pretty much. Anyway, before I start rambling on, because I can start talking and talking, and sometimes I'll go off into another subject. We're going to be talking about how fast men can give women the ick, especially if you are not her dream guy or you not her number one choice. Because I always believe that grocery list is, well, okay, the grocery list is there to help her weed out uh, those men that she don't want. But if the woman meets you and she's reeling out, especially the first day, she's reeling out this long list of stuff of what she wants a guy to do or something, you are not it. I mean, I used to be dumb, subjecting myself to that only because I found the woman very attractive. But however, you're doing an uphill battle, and you're probably not going to. I mean, you might get the woman for like a little while, but once somebody else better comes into the ring, she's going to tag over there. So anyway, let me put this video right here, and this is more of a lighthearted thing today, but it's kind of serious.
Ick. Men tripping and falling? Ick. Men being cold? Ick.
This is Brian, and he's trying to decipher one question unknown to the male species. What is an ick?
An ick is just like when a man does something cringy. For example, being happy. Like, men used to go to war and die. Why are you smiling?
Despite being given countless examples, Brian cannot identify the common denominator that constitutes what makes an ick. As a result, he lives in constant fear of committing a heinous ick in front of the bitches.
Now, this is obviously a skit, okay? But with all those things that are like skits, like a man diving through hoops to please his woman, it is some semblance of truth right there. There are, okay, it was an ex-girlfriend of mine that said like she can be in love with a guy, and I don't believe this is love right here, but she can be in love with a guy, and it can be one thing that he does later that can totally turn her off, and then everything about him starts to bother her. So that's a scary thing with women, whether everything can be going cool and then she gets bored. And of course, this is not in all situations. There are women that put up with a lot of stuff from men, but I do think a lot of times when they do that, they're dealing with a Chad or Tyrone. They're dealing with a guy that they have fallen for, that's their number one choice or something. Can number two get that type of thing? I mean, I still struggle with that today, because I know with my ex-wife, I know I was not her first choice. And I know her feelings changed, and it seemed like she did love me, but the things that she did later in the relationship, I couldn't see it when I was in it, but once I got out of it, I had to look back and be like, that bitch, that bitch was cutting up like out of this world. And I mean, you don't do that to someone that you value losing. Why she stayed, I don't know if she was behaving the way that she was, because we could have broke up a couple of times, but I noticed once she got most of the power, once it was imbalanced right there, it just got totally out of hand. and she did not act right with having more power, at least from what I saw. Anyway,
So what do you mean, ick list?
It's a list of my icks. Like, 1, men laughing. I feel like expressing joy is kind of girly. 2, him not having a good relationship with his mom. 3, him being too close with his mom. That's fucking weird.
No matter how hard he tries, Brian can't seem to make sense of it. But one thing he knows is that he's always at risk of committing an ick, no matter how dire the situation.
Y'all run me all y'all shit right now. Yeah, okay. I mean, hell nah. What you mean, hell nah? You ain't got no choice. Nobody's around to hear you scream for help. So? I don't do screaming. I'll leave that to the females.
When we asked Emily why she broke up with Brian even though he saved her from the mugger, she said, "Brian jumping in front of a bullet for me was nice and all, but now he has a limp. And limping is a huge ick for me."
Ick.
This dude is a comical genius. What's his name? ACD? He's on TikTok. I don't think he has a YouTube, but he definitely needs a YouTube channel. Yeah, that right there explains what men have to go through with trying to maintain their relationship to a woman. And a lot of us don't even think of it. Now, women may simplify sometimes saying, I want him to be emotionally open. But see, it's a balancing act. I can be open, but not too open. Like I said before, I've been open with women in my life, and I did not see a change in them when the way that they treated me, but they were always associates or friends. In a relationship though, I often feel like a woman don't fucking care how you feel. Not all of you. I'm just saying it's a lot of women that's like that when they in a relationship. I even had women say that they want the man to have some pain, but they don't want him to show it or talk about it. Just want him to grin and bear it. And men will endorse this too. Like Andrew Tate, like, suck it up. No, nobody cares. Okay. Probably a lot of people don't care. But there are some people out there that do care. Like, I do care when I see a homeless person starving on the side of the street. Now, of course, I'm not going to invite them in my home or something, but I will get them some food or give them a couple of dollars or something. I don't know what happened in their life. Obviously, they gave up, but who knows what happened in their life that made them go down that far. So, but I know I'm a rarity of how I think. Not to say I'm better than anybody else, but I do think more people should think about other people in some form of fashion because we all affect each other in a certain kind of way. And I always think when people look down on people, then it makes me think like the same way a woman will judge a man of how he treats like the waiter or the waitress at the restaurant. I do a similar thing when I look at how people treat people in general. Like, you don't have to kiss people's ass, but you don't have to totally treat them like trash neither, especially when they did nothing to deserve that type of treatment. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Women, the grocery list, and it's always an ongoing thing of how a woman is judging you, and I have a theory that they're measuring you with that past guy that got away or broke their heart, but they knew that person was it for them. So when you fail or don't meet certain things, then they will disqualify you in the middle of the relationship, even if you are trying. Not to say sometimes dudes don't try, but sometimes that's just how women do. And do men do a similar thing? Well, I think men will judge certain past actions that a woman have done. And I already did think does your past matter. But what if the woman did OnlyFans in the past, and then you meet her at a time that she changed and she's a totally different individual? Truthfully, I will not judge her if she left that totally behind and she's a totally different person than the person there. But I have to wonder, is she putting the act on until she get married, and then that stuff's going to start coming out later. So I don't know. That's one thing you have to struggle with as a dude, but people do change. And anyway, okay, I want this to be a short video. So give me a like going out, subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you for all those who have subscribed in the last couple of days. I really appreciate it. And have a good day. God bless.
This Superman is nothing of the kind. I've discovered his weakness.
Yes.
He cares. He actually cares for these Earth people.
Like pets?
I suppose so.
We do not live by your rules, dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game.